I don't know what I'm missing on this shit.
Hello, everybody.
Domains. What is domains in CK2? Domains. Dude, I actually don't know what domains are.
This is Havoc back with another collaboration with Paradox Interactive.
I think you will never really see me play 1066. I always like to start early as possible because you have to build yourself up. That's why I love the starting gate of 769 in CK2 because you have to build everything from scratch, right? It's the demands.
On a tutorial for Crusader Kings 3. Today's tutorial will focus on understanding and managing your domains, or the lands you own within your own realm. We'll take a look at factors such as...
Who's this? This is Barbarian again? No.
Domain limit, development, control, and a few others that you'll need to be thinking about as you expand. Let's dive in.
God, I want to play this so bad.
To better understand your domains, you need to understand their organization, and it's pretty simple to grasp. Your holdings come in two different forms.
You guys can't see that. Let me fix that for a second. Boom, boom, boom.
CK3, counties and baronies.
Like I will play 1066 for achievements, right? In 1066, become emperor.
Counties consist of anywhere between 2 to 6 baronies. Baronies are where your buildings are constructed, and we will cover later in the video.
Okay, pretty much just telling us what duchies and shit
level
are.
Where 3 of your more important constant values lie.
I mean, especially for people that are brand new to CK, who never played CK 102, people that are just freshly coming into this game, it must be very, very weird in the beginning to play CK3. God, this looks beautiful.
Development,
I cannot
control,
wait,
and popular opinion.
I cannot wait.
Development. Development is a measure of the advancement in infrastructure.
Let's look at this. Here I have a county here. Counties in the same realm as you. Then we have the de jure kingdoms. Whoever is the holder. Your marshal, vassal, and knight. Tatumir is the holder, and this tells you who he is. He's your marshal, he's a vassal, and he's one of the knights. You have 100% control, you have 10 development. Okay. That's different than CK2. In CK2, it was the 3 different parts of technology, how developed a country is. Here it seems there's just one single numeral telling us how developed a country is. Popular opinion, 0? That doesn't look good. Faith, taxes, loot. Loot, important. Loot means I can rate... Dude, there's people that said there's no rating on Vikings on release. But if it says loot and you can't rate with Vikings, then something is fucking weird. City, it's a level 1 city, and then you can build shit. Okay. I want to play Vikings,
presence
bro.
in a county, which is found on the right-hand side of the county overview. The level of development directly influences an increase.
10 out of 100 development. The levies increased by 5%, taxes increased, supply limit increased, development growth 75 out of 100. Meaning his development grows by 1.4 a month. It comes from neighbors, it comes from the county. Existing development is dropping him at a bunch of buildings. Well, the guild halls are building it up. His currency is building it up. The capital is in the hills, which fucks it a bit. And he has a holy site, Rome. I don't understand that one. He's playing Poland and it says holy site, Rome. Eh? Huh? 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 Explain that one.
Increased percentage of levies, taxes, and the supply limit of said county. Development growth is slow and designed to span across the entire duration of the game, reaching a potential maximum of 100. As your county's development increases, it will slowly spread outwards, affecting the county.
We can already think about meta. The meta in CK2 was always, that's what I learned from my good friend Tony, who was actually a really, really good CK2 player online, is that the most important thing is always that your main castle has to be built up. You know, you have so many things in CK2. You have kingdoms and empires and counties. But the one thing that always is rank 1 is your own starting castle. It will always belong to you no matter what happens. And if you build up that castle, and castles are for making army, right? Cities are made for making money. Temples are like for money and piety. And castles are for making infantry. And that would mean it's very, very important, kind of meta-ish, to rush level 100 development in your starting country, especially for someone like me, who always starts as a count with a single county, because if I push it to 100, my levies increase, then I invest in my castle, and I can already spawn 3,000 soldiers, something like that, from my starting castle very early in the game. You understand? Yeah, me neither. Just watch.
Counties around it. Using this idea, there are some ways to max.
Council, that looks so cool, man. 3 years left. Oh god, I cannot wait to play this. Jesus Christ. I wish I could have a time machine. I'm very excited for this, man. Very excited. Because I'm doing my first ever vacation. This Friday is 24-hour stream, and then I'm gone, guys. I'm gone for a long time. For like almost more than 10 days. And I'm gonna return fresh to streaming 1st of September, and I'm playing CK3, man. Fully refreshed. I'm very excited for that, man.
Maximize this system. First, you can use your steward's increased development counselor.
You see, so you can use your steward to increase development. So if you play a count, like I mostly will do, rushing development with, for example, the council makes a lot of sense.
Although this is a very slow process, and
increased
your
development
steward
by
could
1.
honestly be better used elsewhere. Counties with farmland and floodplains make ideal candidates for development, so focusing your efforts in those areas could yield potential centers for
24-hour stream will start 8 or 9 a.m. in the morning. I will wake up, shower, instantly start. That's the meta of 24-hour streams. Start after you woke up. If you wake up and you live for 4 hours, that means you already have 4 hours fucked in your schedule.
In your empire, creating a long-term domino effect for development. Control.
Yeah, there you go, right? And I start as a count, and my first starting country has 100 development, and that spreads to the surroundings, right? That seems a bit... I already see a little bit of meta here.
Control is the direct amount of power you hold over a county. Anything...
Like, I cannot wait that this little piece of shit wooden thing turns into a stone castle. I cannot wait for that, man.
Under 100, we'll see a reduced percentage in the amount...
What? Control? So he doesn't have a lot of control over this county. So the levies that he gets from this county are minus 30, and his taxes are reduced heavily by 61%. And he gets 0.1 per month, which is like nothing. Jeez.
Amount of levies and taxes that a county contributes to you. A low amount of control may lead to county corruption, further causing a decrease in money and levies provided.
It will take an entire game to get 100 development, though. In the picture we saw before, he got 1 development per month. And he was at 20 development. That means 80 months. That's, you know, that's like, you know, 7 years, 6 years.
War forcibly seizing territory will naturally see a decreased amount of control. And it's wise at times.
Dude, today I was buying CK2 right on the shop. And you know what I saw on the site? Your friend Feedback Gaming has 30 hours in CK3, man. Oh, fucking hell. That dude already has 25 to 30 hours, man. Are you kidding me? Jeez.
Consider a more peaceful means of acquiring territory, through vassalization, for instance. It is, of course, possible.
Queen. Dude, your queen? Oh, look, that's different. So you have the priest, right? Normal. You have the chancellor. You have the steward. Yeah. But now you have the queen. And she has certain things like assist the ruler. Ah, that's new. The queen is now part of the council. I like that. Makes sense. That queen.
To increase control in any county, the best way of which is to use your marshal's increased control counselor task. Though, depending on the amount of control, it could take quite a while to get back up to 100. Popular opinion. This last county level...
I think I'm going to play Vikings day 1 to get a lot of viewers. And I want to see them. I don't know. We'll see.
Value is equally as important.
Let's be honest. I will very, very quickly, day 2, 2nd of September, already start my own playstyle where I play counts and try to make them something bigger.
As the first two,
in the end, I just want to play my own fucking characters, my own family. That's what I care about.
It in your empire. Popular opinion is a measure from -100 to 100 of how the county's populace feels towards the character that holds there.
Foreign culture, peasants denied forest. And fervor, 25%, and Catholicism is evil. And war. So they're pagans, and that's why they hate them so much.
Do note that this may not
Faith,
be you,
I've never seen that in CK2.
Should the population become unhappy for long enough, they will be able to start or
I think
join
Ireland
a
is the best way to
peasant or
learn
populist
CK2.
faction, which can easily spread quickly throughout the entire realm. This effect could ruin smaller empires if not kept in check. The easiest way to control popular opinion is by ensuring the county holder is of the same culture and faith as the population, although other factors from your county holder's characteristics may have a popular or negative influence on popular opinion regardless. Baronies and buildings. Now onto the smallest form of your land ownership's baronies. As mentioned earlier, each county is made up of a certain number of these, and each barony may or may not already have a building constructed in them. The 3 core types of holdings remain true from Crusader Kings 2.
Temple, village, and castle.
Castles, cities, and temples. Castles provide levies and fortifications, cities give taxes and a focus on development, and temples provide taxes and a focus on control. Knowing this, you can think ahead to develop...
So when you're like a Christian taking down the Polish, you should maybe build a temple for control or something.
...certain counties. Build several cities to create a development hub, lots of castles and a choke point to slow down future enemies, or even several temples in an area that might be a constant hotspot for low.
That's something that was never really happening in CK2, right? There was no choke points, there was no front line. The enemy could just walk past you, you know? Maybe there's no better choke points. I don't really see how. We'll see, I guess.
Issues.
I wonder if you can make roads between each other.
It really depends on the terrain of the county.
Wait, I want to see that. That's the buildings he can build in castle?
Temples in an area that might be a constant hotspot for low control issues. As for the
hill farms, plus 0.3% taxes per month. That's meta. The other one gives you light cavalry damage, 1 and pursuit plus 1. So that's the more like EU4 now, where the values of army is like 1, 2, and 3, and not like 1,000. You get defender advantage. Barracks is plus 125
buildings
soldiers.
Themselves, it really depends
Heavy
on the
infantry and spearmen get damage, and military
These
camps
regular
give
buildings
you
primarily focus on increasing.
So the meta is obviously going to be getting the 0.3 taxing
levies and taxes, but
money is everything in these games. Oh, here there's new stuff. Wait, is that a city now? Why is that different? Huh? Has that 2 pages? Taxes, fort level, taxes, farms and field.
Secondary effect that ranges from things like increased damage to certain military units or even straight development growth increases.
This is the castle.
New to CK3 is the idea of a duchy capital building. These buildings can only be built in the capital of any de jure duchy, which limits their availability across the map. In order to actually build these,
construct the duchy buildings. Here we go, duchy buildings. Military academies, minus 2% army maintenance, or you get 2 knights and 25% knight effectiveness. I still don't really know what knights are. I guess they're like super elites or some shit. You can make marches. Martial lords protect the borders with fortifications, and it's like a garrison. You get supply limit, defender, blah blah blah. I will never build that.
You will
siege work seems ultra meta.
Duchy title.
20% siege weapon effectiveness. Sieging is so important in CK2. If you can siege someone down quicker, that means so much.
And since you can only own 2 duchies without penalties, this limits a player's desire to
hoard. Royal Armory, 20% levy size. What? What? 20% levy size. Are you kidding me? In the early game, that means that is game changing. Jousting fields, cavalry and stuff, they all get enough damage. The blacksmith, men at arm maintenance -6. And infantry gets a bunch of bonuses, and archery grounds.
Providing much more intense
tax office. 10% holding tax is very, very big meta. Leisure palaces, plus 5% prestige, plus 50% stress loss. Oh, that seems also. Hostile scheme success and personal scheme success grows up, and also all your holdings get control and growth.
Regular buildings
themselves. Man, I want to play this so much. Royal Reserve. Wait, oh,
the long-term effects of any building chain in your baronies, simply click on the preview button and check out the different stages of upgrades, their costs, and time to construct. This is immensely
There's 8 levels of walls.
helpful in figuring out a strategy that will lay the foundations for future rulers.
Oh, I cannot wait, man. I don't want to play anything else right now.
Bringing up duchy buildings and their limited availability requires...
What is this on the right? So this is his kingdom, and then you see his duchies. 2 duchies and 2 counties or something. Crown authority 1 to 4. Thank you, Dorky, my dude.
Basic understanding of how many lands you can personally own. This domain limit determines.
Wait, oh, here, domain limit. Very important. He can only have 7 holdings, and then you have to make results. CK3 multiplayer stream of Rambler, 100% Rambler. Not first week, I think, though. Or maybe we should. Maybe 3rd of September. We should. Text me in Discord, Rambler. You, me, and Dave should come together, or maybe just 2, because 3 is always hard. Yeah, sure, we should play together. Get some cool YouTube content out there.
How many
UI is garbage? Hey, I'm used to the new
can
lore.
Hold without penalties to income and vassal opinion. A holding can be on the barony level or on the county capital level, giving you...
Yeah, like defending England together or something. Like, I don't want to play... that's the first thing I gotta say right now to content creators like Alex. Alex, I don't want to fuck with you. I want to play with you, you know? Like, you and me have to defend England together or something like that. Like, I want to work with you. Like, last time, you know, years ago when we did that PvP stream with Spiffing and Feet, that was just so toxic and meh. I want to play with you.
A little bit of flexibility on just what you want to own and what you might want to pass on to another family member or a vassal. Your domain limit is affected by a multitude of things, but most dominant...
The thing is though, right, we should invite Dave. would be, I always think, as a content creator, you always have to think about what's good content. What's like cool content. And England has 4 kingdoms. Maybe you could say 3. England, Scotland, Ireland, and Wales, let's put it away. And then we have like Rambler on England, Tommy on Ireland, and Dave on Scotland. Something like that. I would love to do that. Rambler, if you text me in Discord, I'll make a group with feedback and we talk about this. So we can make a
Definitely our personal stewardship skill, your
anyway.
succession laws, and the tier of your primary title.
Succession law, gender law, designated heir. Okay.
This combination means it is possible to hold...
Alex, can I ask you something? Oh, here comes something really big. Alex, you have 80 minutes in CK3. I saw that today on Steam. You have CK3, Rambler, right? And I know you can't show it. But can you please check if I can make my own family? Because he has the game, right? Can you check if you can make your own family, man?
Streamer worth the prime sub.
You have more time in that now. This morning you had 80 minutes. Only streamer worth the prime sub. Thank you, the bestest boy, man. Thank you. Rambler, did you find everything? Do you know anything about making your own family? The dude has actually the game, you know? Like, you can make a cadet branch family. Can you name that yourself? Can you make your own symbol? Oh, he's not able to say? Oh, okay. He's not allowed to say. He can't say anything. Okay, I understand. I understand.
Several
Fuck
counties
Rambler, right?
in your own name before the penalties kick in. And it's also worth focusing more.
I will legit ask Paradox to get CK3 right now just to check that. I don't even want to play it. I want to have a genuine reaction. I can't wait for the fucking roleplay shit.
That's all for this tutorial on domains in Crusader Kings 3.
I want to do spot on shit. That's so much I want to do. Ah, this game. Lisa, hast du einen Kuchen mitgebracht? Oh, wie war's? Hat geregnet. Schön. Dieser Diätkram, ey, ich hab richtig Hunger, Alter. Ja. Okay. This another video.